What is going on? You're listening to episode 200 of the Nintendo Powercast. I'm your host, N64 Josh, player 2, and I guess, wait, hold the phone. Hate Zero.
What you got for them? What you got for them?
Guess what, guys? First surprise of the night, Hate Zero's back. So, what do you got to say to that?
Well, first of all, what is going on, NPC fam?
There it is.
It is your boy, Hate Zero, your hero.
There it is.
I am back. I'm back. Yeah, what do we decide? Mondays?
Yeah, we'll have to. We're gonna. Things are changing, but it's okay. It's okay. So, before we get into it, guys, if you'd like to get yourself a free book from Audible, go to audibletrial.com/NPC. Chair I'm sitting in from OP Seat. Go to n64josh.com/OP Seat. Automatically save $10 at checkout. Lastly, my book, Another Castle, n64josh.com/Another Castle. Pick up the audio version, pick up the ebook, save 20% by using coupon code NPCFAM. With that, we're going to jump to the announcements because, hey, there's some things to announce.
Hey, listen.
All right, well, first, like we said, Eric is back. He's back. Now, the reason this is going to work out is we're going to have to change things up a little bit. Okay? So you're going to have to bear with us. All right? But what's going to happen is we're going to be recording this show on Mondays at like 8 to 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I know it's late if you want to be involved with the live show, and I apologize for that. But this is what we are able to do to get this kind of working out. Okay, so that's gonna be happening. As of right now, Thursday's show is still going to be the same. I'll still do it at 3 in the afternoon, but that may change. Okay, we're just kind of just playing with stuff. Okay,
pardon our mess while we're under construction.
Yeah,
is all.
Yeah, but this way, it's not two shows of just me, and so here we go. So I'll actually be recording 2 podcasts on Monday nights: Smash Bros. Cast and Nintendo Powercast. Okay, and so that's going to be going down Mondays. That means the show will be out more than likely Tuesday. It's just going to kind of depend how my night goes because it's a lot of juggling and stuff like that, making sure I get everything uploaded. But it's okay. I'm used to it. So yeah, welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back. Thank you, NPC fam. Hopefully we can bring some fun, bring some ruckus.
Absolutely. Okay, this is a little different announcement, but guys, I'm starting something new. Okay, and this is for, as of right now, if you are an indie developer, because I know a handful of you guys listen, or if you know of an indie developer that would like a content creation, I'm going to do some content creation consulting. Okay, for free. I want to do a session for free, and I want to help indie devs start their own podcast. I'll help them record it. I'll show them where to upload it, and it's all going to be free. Okay? So, if you're an indie dev or you know somebody that is, get a hold of me. I want to help get you jump started on content creation to get more marketing for your game, right? So that essentially I'll help you record one episode. I'll help you splice that into multiple little bite-sized chunks that can go on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, all that stuff. This is something I tweeted out today. So so far I've had a few people reach out, and we're gonna get the ball rolling here. So yeah, if you know an indie dev or you are one, please hit me up, because this is something I'm super passionate about, and I want to see people have their games sell, So that's it. So episode 200, guys, this is going to be a pretty relaxed episode. All right. We got a little bit of news. Maybe we'll just kick that out of the way first because it's kind of some fun stuff. But
a little
then
bittersweet.
Yeah, kind of. And then we're just going to kind of just talk about the last 200 episodes. I got a post up on n64josh.com that I have. There's a lot of comments from you guys and just kind of what these, what the show has, maybe some fun memories or what the show's meant to you or the community, things like that. So it's going to be a really fun night. We're also doing giveaways. Okay. We'll be doing one live during the stream. Okay. And then I want to make sure I can include everybody that's just listening to the audio after the fact. So it's very simple. All you have to do, you're going to go to the show notes for this episode, n64josh.com/NPC200. Okay? n64josh.com/NPC200. Leave a comment. Everybody that comments is entered, and I'll pick a random winner, and then you'll be entered to win a $10 eShop card. Okay, so there you go. That's happening. We're gonna do it live. Okay, we're gonna do it live right here. We're gonna do the first giveaway right here on the show.
You're kicking it off early.
Yeah, we're just gonna kick it off. We're gonna do the first one because you know what? We're gonna do a couple. I mean, why not? Why not? So while I'm getting this set up, what have you been playing, man?
Oh, sadly, a lot of Division 2. Sad for my time, not sad for you guys all. But I've been trying to go back and play some of my backlog, which is everyone's dream, right? I started playing Octopath again because I never actually beat it. I got close, but I never did. So I started playing that again. Played Yoshi. I thought that was really good. It was a nice change of pace for playing the Division. I have this weird issue where I can't go to bed after playing like intense shooters because my mind is still too stimulated, and so I'm like thinking like, okay, roll, go behind cover, like headshot. I'm just thinking all these ridiculous thoughts, and so I need something to kind of cleanse my mind palette, I say. Yoshi's great at that. And then I obviously just picked up Cuphead today, which is not going to help me cleanse my mind palette. It's going to make me create new words, and it's a fantastic port. But boy, oh boy, is that game brutal.
Oh, I love it. All right, well, everybody that's live with us in chat, type eShop in the chat right now, okay? Type the words eShop. All right? Go ahead and type that. And dude, Cuphead, that's not going to help you go to sleep. I'm actually worried for if Nerf were to come out with a Switch case, now is that time, right?
Yeah.
I've been playing some Dark Souls, mix that in with some Cuphead, and like Switches are going to be hitting sheetrock. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. It's brutal, and they did a great job with the port, so you can't even like blame it on like bad controls or bad port or anything. It's not like I can be like, oh, the game's cheap, like what a weak port. That's not it. I'm just not good. Like that game is punishing, but it's so pretty, like you just want to play it.
Yeah, you're right. So well, good luck, man.
Thanks. Thank you.
Just keep, I don't know if did you play Kirby last year?
Mm-hmm.
Did you beat it?
No, I don't beat games.
Okay,
I never
perfect.
beat anything.
No, it's good. So all you need to do is if you end up beating Yoshi as your, like your lullaby game, that's what we'll call it, your lullaby game.
Yeah.
You go to Kirby. It's great.
Go back to Kirby.
Yeah, it's great, or pick up a 3DS and play the Epic Yarn. I know you love the 3DS.
Yeah, I think now's the perfect time to buy a 3DS, really.
Oh,
makes total sense.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, Plumber4578 just won a $10 eShop card. Congratulations. Make sure to whisper me and whisper me that you won. and I'll get that for you after the show tonight. So there we go. Okay, everybody's stoked in chat right now. Look at all the Mario dabs. So what have I been playing? I've been playing so much Mario Kart, like Mario Kart, Smash. Here, this is kind of fun. Last night, did you catch anything that happened last night by chance?
Yeah, that you're one of the only people in the world who got to play Joker. I saw that.
So
good for you, not great for the world.
Right. So I don't know what happened, right? Literally at 6, I was like, update, no. I was in the, like, I hit I believe I hit the plus button on the game so that I could see, like, to manually update. And I kept hitting it, nothing. Finally, it kept giving me the little X, like error. And so it kept going to that screen where it wanted to start the software. And for some reason, I hit the Konami code or something, and boom, it started downloading. So I grabbed my guitar. We did a Hoobastank song, right? That the stream was like, grab your guitar. So I grabbed the guitar, waited for it to download.
Which Hoobastank song?
The Reason?
Of course.
It's easy,
I mean, Crawling in the Dark. No, anyway.
It's just without the full band, but. And so I had time for one song, and then boom, I have it. And everybody in the Twitch chat is like, no one else has this. No one else has this right now. All the big streamers, everybody's waiting. And here I am. So like Nintendo tweets, sorry about the and I'm like, oh hey, it worked for me with my Twitch. And all of a sudden, like, I'm watching my numbers just go up.
Yeah, because everyone wants to see the gameplay, and you're the only one that can give it to them.
So I was live streaming on Twitter, and oh my gosh, it was cool. And he's cool. I mean, he's a lot of fun. I was so surprised at the at how much I enjoyed playing with him, because we had just recorded the Smash Bros. Like an extra episode of the Smash Bros. Cast, and I was like, yeah, well, it's cool. I don't know, if it was Master Chief, right? A game that I was like, all about, then like it'd be great. But he's somebody I know nothing of. Nothing. But man, as soon as I started playing with him, I was like, oh boy, this is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Pretty. He's got similarities to certain characters, and then he's completely different from other characters. So it was just, it was cool to see the change. So, other than that, like, as far as like, I mean, it's just kind of been like, Smash, Mario Kart, a lot of Mario Kart. Guys, come play Mario Kart with us. I'm streaming Mario Kart like pretty much daily. So come hang out. That's the other thing as far as streams go. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 days a week now. Okay, that's going to be 5 days a week, right at 3. Fridays, I still may end up starting earlier. I think I'm going to stream a lot tomorrow. So if you're at work and you just you can't watch, but you listen to podcasts and stuff like that, you can hit like the little settings and put it on audio only, and that counts as a viewer for me, which would be amazing. So if you're bored and have nothing better to listen to, put my stream on. So I didn't mess around with the like stage builder or anything like that in Smash. Did you even get the fighter pack?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I need to eventually play it. Like I don't know why, but I did. So, like, I mean, Smash is a great game. It's just I'm not into fighting games, and I knew that going into it. So it is what it is. But that doesn't mean I don't want to show support. So I did. Got it.
So, but yeah, other than that, like it's just been been kind of some of the staples. You getting any Mario Tennis in every now and again?
No, I haven't played that in a long time. I probably haven't played that since our infamous match. That's not true. I've played it since then, but I want to play it. I haven't played like hardly any Switch multiplayer games. So I need to. Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's do it. You got characters to unlock, dude. There's so many now.
In Aces.
Yeah. There's. I mean, you got Pauline and like Kamek and like. There's so many.
Dry Bones.
What I think Dry Bones is coming up, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
I forget when exactly, but it should be relatively soon.
Yeah, usually first. I think it's the first of the month. So, which that game's still getting love from Nintendo, which I think is great. They're still supporting it, which is awesome. So, well, we got a little bit of news. Let's talk about it. It's kind of fun stuff. Here we go. All right, so I was browsing around NintendoLife.com and I came across an article. And the question in the article was, did Reggie give us a hint at what Retro has been up to? And so you saw this picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reggie's been doing an amazing job of posting pictures, like live tweeting his retirement on Twitter. It's been crazy. Well, he has this picture. It's in a frame. There's a bunch of signatures all around, and there's a picture. It's like a cartoon of Reggie, Donkey Kong, Samus. There's a Metroid. There's Diddy Kong. I don't remember what the female is. It's not Daisy Kong, is it? Chat will tell me. I don't remember what her name is.
Is it Dixie Kong?
Dixie. There you go. Yeah. I was like, it can't be Daisy. There can't be two Daisies. But there's a Mario statue in front of it. Okay, and behind the Mario statue, next to Samus, is something. Yes, it's something. You can see a metallic hand and what looks like possibly something wearing like maybe VR goggles. Maybe you can't really tell.
Yeah.
You can't really tell. So it's time to speculate.
I think it's what Retro's been working on. Yeah, I think it's their teaser. I've been scouring all of his pictures because I suspected he was going to throw breadcrumbs into them. So I've been like zooming in. I checked every amiibo on his shelf. Like I've gone into some pretty good detail on Reggie's and Twitter, and I saw that hand. I'm like, I don't think it's an accident they just put a giant Mario in the way of that. Like, why would you do that? Right? Like that's not by mistake. They know what they're doing.
I'm kind of curious. There's also in the photograph there is, I believe it looks like a Virtual Boy in the box. Okay. And then I'm not sure there's something else. I can't tell what it is. Maybe the article has figured it out. Let me see here. I'm gonna pull this thing up. So yeah, they have it zoomed in. It says a robotic looking hand is clearly visible. And that's true. So that would, I mean, this isn't something that it doesn't look familiar. It doesn't look familiar. So is this new IP?
That would be my guess, but you can kind of see like a humanoid ear underneath what you say look like the VR goggles, or potentially like a Kong ear. It's hard to really tell, but do you see what I'm talking about there?
To me, it looks like it's Diddy's hand.
Well, then he'd have really long arms, but it could be. Yeah, I don't.
No, his other hand is on his hip. There's a you can see both. I think that's fingers. This is really interesting.
So either in any scenario, regardless of what that part is, that robot hand we've never seen before out of their game. So I have to assume it's something new, because why would they put they're not going to put something that never got released. Like, right. Why would they commission a drawing to give to Reggie with a character that was never released. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Chat is speculating. What if it's Arms 2? What if it's part of Sam? So it looks like it could possibly be part of her blaster, but it also looks like somebody has like VR goggles. Now, what's interesting, maybe it's another, and you do see the virtual boy in the background of the actual picture itself that he tweeted. And then they put a metal Mario statue in front, like it almost looks like a trophy or something, kind of, which makes me wonder if that's not Mario in some kind of either robotic form, because let me see here. No.
Yeah, could be.
Well,
I mean, it could be him wearing a robot outfit, but the hand looks...
The hand is different. It's missing a finger.
Well, yeah, Mario has five fingers.
He's got all of them. I don't know.
Yeah, and chat saying, Springman, but it's too small, so unless it's like Springman Child, and the hand's wrong. So I don't... It's clearly, obviously, this is something.
Yeah, I know what it is, dude. I figured it out.
Okay.
If you look at the photo... Mm-hmm. You've only got two series represented, Donkey Kong and Metroid.
Right.
It is a prequel to the first Metroid, and Samus is just a little girl, and this is her. So
Samus only has 4 fingers.
She made the suit herself, and since she was so young, she just forgot a finger. That's got to be it.
Makes total sense. Well, and like, why is the Virtual Boy there? And then on top of that, like, what is next to the Virtual Boy? Is that like a butt?
That's what I don't know.
Is that like a Donkey Kong butt or something?
Or a fist, maybe? Like a Hulk hand, but with Donkey. I don't know.
Clearly, Reggie's playing with us. He knows what he's doing. This wasn't by accident. He knows what he's doing.
Lego Lawyer in chat says Metroid Primary School.
That's the new Metroid we're getting.
Yes. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably Federation Force. Don't tell anybody that. Let's just moving right along. So I don't know. There's something there. I mean, looking at the photo, they clearly could have put the Mario statue off to the left and covered like part of the flowers. They didn't. It's too obvious. They know what they're doing. They've been playing this game a long time. So it's clearly something. We'll find out in time, but it's going to be fun to go down that road. I hope they continue teasing. I hope Reggie keeps going down the road of sending random tweets that don't make sense to us. The other thing that's kind of strange, the picture doesn't make a lot of sense. If you look closely behind the Mario trophy, you can see Samus's leg. And so I don't know. Because whatever that thing is, it looks like it might be standing behind Samus in a way, but it also looks like it's standing in front of her. So I am so confused. I'm just going to come right out and say it because it gets right into our next point here. But Doug Bowser may be the best evil genius I've ever... I think he has something to do with this. That's what I think. This dude...
Maybe.
I mean, look, the Smash commercial comes out and they leave Stage Builder in it. That wasn't an accident. All right. He's like, hey guys, want to watch the internet? Want to break the internet? Leave Stage Builder in there. Hey Reggie, let's see here. Let's go ahead and just position this just like this. All right. Because look, we're so hungry for any kind of Nintendo information or anything. Mm-hmm. Like nothing's, everything is getting combed over, like with fine,
Yeah.
fine tooth comb, right? We're checking every corner of everything, every frame of every video.
Yep.
So
I just read his tweet again, and that is a plastic butt.
that's what that is.
Yeah, he says they gave him a working Virtual Boy, art from Retro, notebook for names taken, a plastic butt to kick, a book of notes from employees, and a Mario statue. So, yeah. I don't know what it is. But I suspect it's something we haven't seen before. Based on the hand, like the internet would have figured it out by now. If it was something that we knew, they would have figured it out by now. So.
Yeah, one other area, like one other direction my mind goes is like think about a game like Super Mario Galaxy and all the different suits that were in that series. And it's what looks kind of like Mario's ear.
Yeah.
That makes me wonder if like maybe this is a power up for a Mario game that Retro's been working on. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's his racing outfit for the new Mario Kart.
Interesting.
Or maybe it's for Diddy Kong's new game, Diddy Kong Racing.
Maybe he's going to be in Diddy Kong Racing. Yeah, I don't know. I hope we learn soon enough, because that doesn't give us enough. It's not enough to go off of. I have no idea. I can't do it.
I do love him for doing it, honestly. I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. So, back to Bowser. Okay, because this guy, man, his first picture, he's got Bowser Jr. sitting at the desk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was shook. I mean, what?
I love it. We've had a great run with Reggie, being the nice guy. I like that Doug Bowser's taking the Bowser approach to this. He's really embracing it. It's fun. I think it's fun. I love that, like the announcement photo, he had Mario and Luigi tied up with the GameCube controller cable. Like,
I didn't love this.
It's fun. It's all in good fun. As long as he doesn't like make horrible Mario games going forward, right? But
I'm just waiting for microtransactions now.
He's gonna make a game all focused on Bowser, just full of microtransactions. A Bowser focused game where you get to play in the perspective of trying to capture the princess. That could be fun.
Yeah, you're right, and it'd be different.
It'd be fun,
right?
It would be different. Yeah, totally different mechanics too. That could be a lot of fun.
Delmonic just said Mario will be missing for real this time.
I like it.
So the last little thing, guys, this is the most bizarre thing that I've ever heard reported on, and I watched Spawnwave's video on this, and apparently the Pro version of the Switch that has yet to be announced is already delayed.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the tweets.
What? So, yeah. Sorry. Well, it may...
Sorry, that thing you didn't know you were getting has been delayed.
Yeah. Yeah, and that there's also a photo going around that showed, like, apparently a case for the joyless Switch, because the Joy-Cons are connected and there's no rumble. Apparently. Also not real. So keep that in mind. Also not real. So yeah, I don't know. Like what, like let's just say for the sake of argument.
Yeah.
Do you think this Pro model will be a upgraded version of the current Switch that takes Joy-Cons and everything, or do you think we are going to have a home console a hybrid and a portable. What do you think?
Man, you really can't ever tell what Nintendo's going to do. But if you base it off what they have done, I think it's going to be an upgraded model that still uses Joy-Cons, maybe slight tweaks to the Joy-Cons, and can play all the old games. And they might do the 3DS thing where, if you want to play X games, you need the Switch Pro or, new Switch XL Pro or, whatever they're going to call it. Based on what they did with the 3DS and the DS, that's kind of maybe what I could see them doing. I wouldn't like it if they go with a standard, I don't personally want a total home console out of the Switch anymore. I really like what the Switch does, and the whole appeal to it is the Switch how you play for me. So I don't want them to do a home console.
But 4K.
I like the 4K. I do like the 4K, but I don't know that that's necessary on Switch games. And
how quickly you turned!
I know you had me at 4K. I still just think it would be better. I mean, I wouldn't mind honestly, I just want a Switch Pro that has basic revisions. I want an OLED screen. I know it's going to cost more, but I will pay for it because that's going to give me the brightness that I can actually play outside in direct sunlight. And it's going to increase your battery life. And, maybe make that screen capable of 1080p or at least 900p, up it a little bit. That's kind of the stuff I want out of a Pro. I don't need 4K. I do like 4K. I don't need it.
You just want to live the commercial, don't you? You want to be on the rooftop.
I do. Yes. Karen on the roof, that's me. It should be me, but it's a lie because if you go play in direct sunlight, you can't see anything. So that's my biggest frustration. Like, I'm going on a cruise in a month, I think, a month. I can't take my Switch because when we're playing, like if we're on the deck and I'm sitting in the sun and I wanted to play, no way I could see it. Can't see the screen. And that's a huge bummer. Like, that would be a great time to play the Switch.
Chat is calling you Karen Zero, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally appropriate.
I got you. So, I mean, I'm kind of thinking it's just going to be probably minor upgrades, but I think a screen upgrade, and I think a better battery life, all that stuff I think would be welcomed. The only thing that makes me wonder if they would do strictly a home console, the hybrid and strictly portable, is because of the data that they've had. I don't know if it's changed. I'm sure it has some, but for a while it was like 50-50. So they're like, well,
I have an idea.
Okay, hit me.
They can do a home console and you can use the portable console Switch to play on your TV and in your hand at the same time. So you have two screens.
Dual screen.
Yeah. So you can manage how cool would that be? That's never been done before, right? That would be amazing.
What? Would they call it the Switch U?
Yeah, that makes a total name. I mean, total sense for a name to me. I mean,
so would this
that's why I don't see them doing it.
Would this be just a tablet upgrade? I'm so confused right now.
The Wii U is why I don't think they go that route, and it's unfortunate because the Wii U was really cool concept. It was just hit by unfortunate software, right? It never took off on the software like it should have. But yeah, I mean, I love that my Switch can play docked. I can play it in bed. I can walk around the house. I can lay in a weird configuration on the couch and play. I really love it.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I love the portability, and I love being able to play, being able to stream everything. It's it's slow. I hung on and played my 3DS for a while. I played Animal Crossing last Sunday even, but it's less and less. And I have some killer RPGs that I really want to play on the 3DS that I'm like, okay, just come on over to the Switch. come on over.
Yeah.
So, but okay. Well, before we jump into just our talking points and checking out the article that we have up on n64josh.com, let's do another giveaway, guys. Go ahead and type in chat. Type the word eShop. Most of you guys are still entered, but go ahead and type the word eShop again.
Yeah. For anyone new, type in eShop.
Type the word eShop in chat right now. So, one last little question, because I have an article up about this, and I'm curious on what you think. How are you gonna feel about playing Mario Maker without a real D-pad in portable mode?
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that, because immediately I was like, oh, I have my 8-bit do, so I'm solid. But yeah, portable, that's an interesting question. I played Celeste primarily portable. I just eventually got used to using the thumbstick, so I assume that's what I have to do if I want to play portable Mario Maker. I'm just gonna have to just grin and bear it and play with the thumbstick, because I don't like the split D-pad. It's good for some things, inventory management and whatnot. You know what button you're hitting. Yeah, something like that. But I don't love it for platformers.
Yeah, and there is the Hori D-pad as an option, but like it's still not like, yeah. I want a first party Nintendo D-pad that works really well, like, because even the Pro controller needs some love,
What if you just slide the NES controller in, use that?
I think what happens is when you would press down, you would actually run to the right.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't switch its configuration.
I don't think so. So
that's not going to help anybody.
No. Now, I would love Super Nintendo controllers from Nintendo. But I would love it like a Mario Maker, like yellow Super Nintendo controller, like kind of play with it a little bit. You know what I mean?
It's crazy to me they're not doing that. And, Nintendo's a business. They have to make money. But I feel like there's so many opportunities that they could be selling us everything, and they're not. Like, if they made Joy-Cons that didn't have a thumbstick and was just an official Nintendo D-pad, people would buy it. But they're not doing it, and I don't know if they're not doing it because they don't want to seem like they're nickel and diming us, or if they're just like, we don't see value in that. I'm not quite sure.
This might seem kind of strange because it's they wouldn't technically be Joy-Cons, but I think Mario Maker itself could benefit from possibly the complete removal of the sticks. Maybe. See, here's the thing. If you remove the sticks, then it's going to be tough to build a little bit, right? Because, maybe. It seems like it would be a little slower anyway with just the D-pad. But I kind of wonder if it's like, maybe they remove the stick, put an actual D-pad, and then do the same on the other side. Then when you're playing multiplayer, because we're assuming it as multiplayer, now you're playing the game with actual D-pad, and, you just wouldn't have sticks, period.
What would be brilliant about that too is they could totally make that controller have a little slot for a stylus.
Oh yeah.
So there you go. You got your built-in stylus, and again, these are all things like people would buy it.
Yeah.
They're not doing that kind of stuff, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what their
because
angle is.
They want people to buy the 80 brand new games that are coming out each month. And don't forget about the amiibo. Like it's wild how much stuff is coming out. It's crazy. So I do want to say congratulations to Megipoo18 for winning. You can go ahead and whisper me that you won a shop card after the show. So hey, let's move on over to kind of reminisce. We're just gonna reminisce for a little bit here.
Here we go!
Okay, so I'm gonna let you start this off, man. 200 episodes. You've been here for some. You've not been here for some. Like what goes through your mind? What do you think about?
Oh man, I remember. Geez, I think I was one of your first guests back when it was new to you still. I think I was on episode 3. Was the first one I was on, maybe, or maybe it was even 2. And I was like, oh, that was kind of fun. And you talked like, oh, what do you think about joining Desnod and I, and we can just talk video games. And I thought like, that'd be cool. No pressure. I'm just kind of the third guy. Throw out something funny every once in a while, right? Like, I don't have to come prepared. I just show up, say something funny, controversial maybe, and I go about my merry way. But then here we are, what, a year and a half, 2 years later? How long has this been going on now?
Just over 2 years. Yeah.
So here we are 2 years later. I don't know how many shows we've done, but I've got to have been close to at least half of them, right?
I would say.
Yeah. And so to come in on the ground floor when we used to have maybe under 10 people live watching to where it's at now, it's crazy. It's fun to watch the growth. It's fun to have been there, now to come back and be here. It's nice. It's fun. It's fun to be able to talk about video games and have people care about your opinion, and hopefully you bring them some sort of joy or save them money or make them buy something they wouldn't have otherwise and they enjoy it. So that's the hope, right? Hopefully they don't take your advice and then they're like, you idiot, that was terrible.
Dude, that's one of the reasons I don't like reviewing stuff, because I'm like, I don't want to be responsible for people buying something. They're like, this was totally not for me, thanks a lot, you know what I mean? Like,
so the way I look at it is, I think after time people kind of realize who Hate Zero is, right? And they kind of start to see trends and realize what types of games Hate Zero likes. If they're on board with that, then they can take my advice and know like, okay, that's probably something I may enjoy. If they just like, oh, I don't like the games Hate Zero likes, well then don't probably listen to anything I say is a must own. That's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah. And I can see people in chat, they're like, yeah, this, right? Here's the thing. I did not love Double Dash because of IGN's bad review. Fran Mirabella, who when I met him was like, hey, we need to talk about Double Dash, and he's like, you're not gonna shank me, are you? Right? And so from that moment on, I've always been like, okay, wait a minute, I don't want to sway somebody's liking a game or disliking a game or something based on my opinion of it. But as I'm seeing from chat, I think people want that.
Oh, for sure. And so remember that time we played Earth Atlantis? and I was like mad about it in my review. I was mad that I wasted time playing that game. I want to make sure that I can't lie to people and say like, it's okay if you like that kind of. No, it's not okay. The game sucked. It was not good. There was no. Yeah, I'm still mad about that game. I want it off my memory. That's what I want. Like, I don't want it in my brain anymore.
I also have a hard time being that mean.
And hey, I get that. I totally get it, man. Like, it's unfortunate. People go to work, right? And they take pride in something, but just because you really love something doesn't mean you're good at it. And I'm not saying don't be a video game developer. I'm just saying like that video game, the enemies and the main character and the background were all the same color. On what planet did you think that was going to work well?
Game Boy planet.
Yeah. And I was excited for that game when I saw the videos, but hey, that's where I hope I saved people money by being brutally honest.
Nightcrawler says I have code words in my first looks to know when it's bad. Usually, this is not a game for me. That's usually how it goes. But that's the other thing too, is like, and I'm just kind of letting you guys like peek behind the curtain a little bit. Okay, first of all, if you go onto my YouTube channel, or you go onto n64josh.com and you look at the reviews, I'm not exaggerating when I say it will take me upwards of 8 to 16 hours for me to review even a simple game like Skies of Fury, right? Because like I wrote everything out, and everything I wrote out became a script, and then I recorded that video, and I'm like, I could get one review out in a weekend, or I can do 5 previews and hopefully let people decide on their own, right? And so that's kind of the reason I do that. Because it takes a lot of time, I feel, to put out a quality review.
For sure. Yeah.
So
I mean, all the reviews, I wouldn't even call anything I do a review. I would say it's more my opinion, impressions of it, because you have to play a game all the way through, or at least play it pretty close to end game, and really have been focused on things to give an accurate review, right? Like you can't play games the way I do, but I can tell you pretty well, like if I'm playing a game and it doesn't hook me in the first hour, probably not a very good game. I'm a very simple mind, I like funny things. I like gameplay that is decent. Like I don't need the best games in the world. I like simple things. So if you don't hook me in the first hour, probably not a great game.
I agree.
Or not a game for me. That's fair too. Someone else may like it, and that's totally fair.
What's interesting is that game, like I mentioned, that Skies of Fury game. Great gameplay, hooked me immediately, but then I realized there's no online component to this, and it's a rinse and repeat over and over again that then lost its. So what was really great for the first 15 minutes over time became like, this is just monotonous and not that great, So that's interesting about that title. So, but let's get back on track here.
Yes.
Do you remember when the Discord was 12 people?
Yeah, I don't think I was Hate Zero back then. I think I was still I Hate My Life 04.
That's right.
Yeah, so we hadn't changed my name to... Man, I was changing my name a lot to try to figure out, like, what name can I use? Because I Hate My Life 04 is just sending the wrong message. People are like, are you okay? Like, do you need to talk? It's like, no, I don't need to talk. But yeah, I mean, the communities, geez, it's... I mean, over 1,000 now.
Almost 1,200 now.
Crazy. From where we came to, I mean, there's some people who are still in there who were there when it was 12 people, I think Henny was there, obviously.
Yep.
From the get-go. I think Henny was there before I was. So
it was Henny and Jimmy Pike were the ones that like helped me set up like the bots before I understood, or the roles and everything, because I had no clue. That's why everybody's named subpar moderators is from Jimmy Pike.
That's awesome.
Because I tried calling everybody Koopa Kids and he was like, nope.
Nope. I like it. Yeah. So it's been a fun ride, and it didn't happen overnight. It happened over 200 episodes. So it's been fun to kind of see the growth, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I wrote about it today. It's been a wild ride. I mean, I was fairly active in the Destiny community prior to this, and then when the Switch was announced, I just went all in. I just decided to go all in, and Destinot and I would just sit and he would literally, we record the Destiny show, and then we would record the Nintendo. Like, I don't know that I've ever had just one podcast for I'm going on like 5 years now that I don't know that I've ever recorded just one show a week.
Yeah. Well, first, I think you had me on an episode of the Lootcast when you kind of moved away from Destiny, and before you guys decided to make the
That's
NPC.
right. That's what it was. Yep.
Yeah, the Lootcast was just kind of like, D1's done, Destiny 2's not out yet, so you kind of turned it into a my gaming history, and you brought me on. We talked about how we met on Rainbow Six and all that good stuff. So
that's right.
It's been a ride.
Yeah,
a ride.
Crazy. Leprechaun from chat said I've been following since Destiny. Right on, man. Yeah, crazy. It's wild. It's wild. And I mean, getting into E3 this year, and then some of the messages that I've got from people that are like, Cayman messaged me and goes, I honestly feel like we're all going since you're going, and I'm like, that's to me, that's amazing, because I don't feel like this is, I don't feel like this is me. This is us, right?
Yeah.
That's how I look at this. This is us. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, I can't wait till we get to the point that, like, one of the next things that I want to see start happening is some like charity streams and charity events and things like that, where like we can start like really impacting lives through raising money for sick kids or whatever it is we decide to do. Like this is just getting started, and we're at that point that like we can be a force to be reckoned with, and I'm excited about that. And it's been crazy. And so I've been reading through the comments, and it's touching, honestly, like reading through some of these things, because you don't really sometimes you don't know, right? You don't know how people are being impacted, or and I even had some private messages that aren't in the comment section from people just saying like, hey, I finally came out of my shell and feel like I'm a part of a community. And we've really tried to make a culture of positivity and being welcoming. And it's mentioned in some of these comments, but like, I've been into many Discords and I can't get people to say anything to me, right? Anything. You join the N64 Josh Discord, and you're going to have a minimum of 5 people welcome you as soon as you come in. And that's something we started back when there was 12 of us. That it was like, and we've seen people have come and gone, right? That's just the nature of anything. It's just the way life is.
Yeah.
But that hasn't changed, and there's to me, it's refreshing being able to talk games without it having to be a fight, where there's people that are just so like so opinionated that it's like it's just my way or the highway, and it's like, no, like talk, like voice your opinion. It's okay if we disagree, and we try to keep everything just like pretty low key for the most part, try to avoid real controversial stuff and just focus on what's fun. And because there's so many other places to go and talk about that other stuff, so but I want to get I will have to say, looking back on like when I lost at tennis and had to play Vroom, that was
good entertainment. High quality entertainment.
Delmonic says I keep stirring the pot, and I mean I do. You guys have learned real quick that I am a friendly troll, right? Like, but I'm most definitely a troll. Nightcrawler learned more than anybody, having to share a room with me, and so playing Vroom, like, oh my gosh.
Solid game. You had nothing but good praise for it.
Oh, I don't even like, how did that pass any kind of quality, like, anything? And then did we rematched on Aces right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I had to play Hello Kitty Cruisers.
And that one was even better. Even better.
No, like no, it was bad. It's bad.
I'm convinced nobody decides like I'm gonna go to work today and do a bad job. Like they didn't say we're gonna make bad games, but something along the way happened, and they're just like, you know what, it's good enough. Who cares? No one's gonna buy this anyways. Just push it out, and that's how you get Vroom and Hello Kitty Cruisers or what, insert bad game here.
Right. Yeah. Which, I mean, they already knew Hello Kitty Cruisers wasn't good. It was on the Wii U. Jay Harley saying playing with tire squeals. Yeah, that's what was happening. So Mr. Addy says I was thinking about getting that game for my daughter until that stream.
I mean, depending on how young she is, she may not notice planes aren't supposed to have tire screeches. Like,
right.
Maybe it's not so bad.
So there's been some really, really, really great times. Really great times of like, yeah, that Vroom stream I'll never forget. Like, what? And didn't they call, like, wasn't I like a fairy sparkle girl or something is what the game called me? Like, I was like, what? What is this?
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Something like that.
Well,
yeah, I mean, we had a ton of good episodes. Most of them centered around probably, negative moments. Not negative horribly, but, like the memory card fiascos and the game cards not being large enough and how angry we were with that, or Destinaut's rant about the SNES not having enough stock, and those were some definite fun moments. So
Delmonic saying Josh playing Cinders on Switch and watching viewers leave. Yeah, that happened. Like, watched the stream from go to 15 to 3 as soon as I did voices for everybody. That was fun. Lego
didn't enjoy that.
Apparently not. Some people did. It got watched on my YouTube channel, but Lego Lawyer says I can't wait for episode 262 when Josh is revealed to be the Negan of Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I can see that.
That might happen. Arguing over what the shell scale is for rating games. Yes.
We got that dialed in. Got it dialed in.
Yep. So, okay. Well, I'm gonna do one quick refresh here on the site to make sure there's no other comments that came in. Okay. We're good. So here we go, guys. This is I'm not even sure how to say this first name. I'm gonna go with
this is also a fun part of the show. Just for years Josh has been messing names up.
Well, this is like Alakiwiza, maybe. I don't know. I'm sorry, but thank you for writing in. Here we go. It says the first time I know about you is just by randomly following random Nintendo themed podcasts, and to date I always listen to you first and Nintendo Switchcraft podcast for my daily Nintendo topics. At the time I just own a Switch and this is my first Nintendo console, so barely know anything about Nintendo. Your enthusiasm and energy when talking about Nintendo is the things that make you stand out than the others. Please keep up the good work. And thank you for doing this. Absolutely. It is my pleasure. I love it. Really do. This is from Megan. It says, I love listening at work. I feel like I've known you for years, even though I've been listening for 6 months. Thanks for getting me back into gaming. Which, how that's crazy, right? Getting back into gaming. Like, I love that. I love that. And there is something about, I've met people that I've listened to on podcasts, and it's weird because you feel like you know them and they have no clue who you are. Right. They have no clue. And you're like, oh, I listen to you every day. We're friends. Yeah, no,
nope, that's not it.
So I totally get that. And I think it's awesome. I love it. This is Sir Hamlet says, favorite memory so far is playing Mario Kart on the Twitch chat, which took a little bit to get out of my comfort zone to do so, and it's been so much fun ever since. Keep up the good work, Josh. And hashtag Go Team Crawler. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that. Delmonix has been listening on and off for nearly 2 years now, but it wasn't until September that I decided to join the community on the Discord, and I'm so glad I did. I've met so many great people since joining, and it's been a blast to play and talk with everyone. I look forward to the streams and videos you put out, and the amount of work, dedication, and passion you put into everything you do really shows. Thank you, Josh, for the great community we've built. That's what I'm inserting there. And can't wait to see what the future holds for your content and the community as a whole. And I'm stoked too. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what we accomplish. It's gonna be great. This is from Keyblader. It says, I've been listening to the NPC for a while now, but just recently started following on Discord, Twitch, Twitter, etc. The best memory I have is a general one. When I joined the Discord, I loved how welcome I felt by everyone. And just a couple of weeks ago, I got Mario Kart and started playing along on stream. I feel like a real part of the community and love being able to casually chat about the games and other nerdy things. Thank you for the content you create. I can't wait to see what the future holds and grow along with you. Awesome. Very
nice.
good. This is Patrick Murphy, who was just a guest on the Smash Bros. Cast talking about King Dedede. So if you're interested in learning how to play King Dedede, go check out episode 75 of the Smash Bros. Cast. But when I asked, what's favorite memory, what's something that's impacted you, he says, your book. I love how honest you were with your ambitions, struggles, and aspirations. I was in the midst of thinking about leaving my job when I listened to the audiobook. After reading it, I saved an image of Toad telling Mario his princess was in another castle to my phone's wallpaper. You've built a great community around fun and positivity, and it's something the world needs more of. Oh, and many Smash matchups, of course. They were DDDD-lectable, right? Oh my gosh, this guy and his puns. Congrats on 200. Exclamation point advice, which gives you the advice to just roll. That was the first advice I gave in the Smash Bros. Cast, which is not the best advice. And so, there you go. I'm sure chat is typing it right now. Yep, there they are. Because the bot puts in just roll. This is from Ghost. It says, man, I remember listening to you and everyone else that's been on the show since episode 85. And it has been amazing. And my favorite memory has got to be when you and Hate were playing aces against each other competitively. Keep going, Josh. Reviews build us, not tear us down. There you go. So, yeah, good times. We might have to get more aces here in the future.
Let's do it. I haven't played in so long.
We'll have to get something else on the table here. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll have to actually complete a game. That'll be the thing. We have to beat a game.
That's so hard.
Exactly. This is from Jay Harley. It says, probably been watching when I can for 9 or so months, but I've been listening to you for about a year maybe. The community is great, very positive and supportive. It's hard to want to spend my free time anywhere else. Keep practicing Mario Kart, Jay Harley. You got this. You're slowly making progress, my guy. This is from Blitz. Said I started by finding the podcast when I got my Switch. Probably a year later, I decided to join the Discord and started hopping on Twitch. Obviously, Josh produces some quality content, which is why I started, but the community is why I've stuck around. Community game nights have been a blast, and I am glad I stumbled upon this podcast. Well, Blitz, we're glad you did too. So, this is from that guy named Jordan. It says, I'm glad I found this content many, many months ago. I've been listening to the NPC podcast since about the 60th-ish episode, I believe. I'm usually never around for the live podcast, so I always catch up on YouTube late night when it drops before I head to bed. This community has grown so much, and so much support has even gotten the attention of many people in other Nintendo communities like Game Explain. I'm so amazed that Ash got to be on NPC recently. That is by far my favorite podcast ever. I think I've listened to it almost 5 times now. That's awesome. Wow. Josh, here is to another 200 episodes. Congrats on reaching this milestone and keep on pushing out the great Nintendo. Thanks so much. That episode with Ash was pretty fun. That was a good time. That was a good time. And that was thanks to the community. I put out a tweet saying, hey guys, tag me with people that you want me to interview. And Shellshock Prime tagged Ash, and then Ash was like, sent me a DM, said, hey, when do you want to do this? I was like, now? Okay. So that's kind of how it went down. So that's why, again, why I say us, right? Like, because it's all this content's like raising a kid. It takes a village. You know what I mean?
It's a village.
This is Colt. It says, this has been an amazing community that has improved my life. I've made so many friends and online friends, and I can't wait to see what this community and podcast has in store down the road. Thank you, Josh. Keep up the great work. Yeah, thanks, dude. Colt's a good dude. Good stuff. So, and then Frosted Hex. Frosted ended up being on an episode for the call-in show on the Smash Bros. Cast. She was one of the first ones, and it says, I have not been a part of the community for a long time, but since joining, I felt like I actually, I feel like I've actually belonged somewhere with people who are like me, huge, awesome gaming geeks and nerds. I've had such a fun time being here with these crazy cool people and can't wait for many more laughs. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for writing in. I really love being able to interact with you guys and get your thoughts on the show. So that's a little more community focused, and that kind of stuff's going to continue to happen. So episode 200. Eric is back.
Crazy.
This is exciting.
Yeah. And I want to thank you for having me back. We didn't break up or anything. It became a lot. I was working longer. I knew you wanted to move the show up, and my timing just wasn't allowing it. So it just wasn't working well. We were constantly late every night because I was late. And you never called me out on it. You never told anyone the reason why we were running late, but more often than not, it was me.
No, because you just got to roll with the punches when you do this stuff.
Yeah, for sure. We do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. I think we've got some fun times ahead. You guys haven't seen anything yet.
That may very well be the case. Yeah. Pretty excited myself. So Any Tyson from chat says, I've never had so many people to play games with. And I think that's one of the greatest things about this thing, because I know for myself, there were times that it was like, in particular, I can point directly to Halo 4, where I pretty much played by myself. I pretty much played that game alone. There were very few people I played with. I ended up meeting some people in the game eventually, but for the most part, I was kind of a lone wolf. And that was tough coming from like Halo 3 and Gears of War, where, we played and, things like it's just life happens, right? And people come and go, like we said, and that's one of the coolest things about having such a large pool of people to play games with in the Discord. It's like I could literally, like 2 weeks ago, it was 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, hey, want to play Smash? And we had 4 people. We were playing Smash. We were critiquing each other's games and things like that. Leprechaun in chat says, I've been listening to Josh since before this podcast. The main thing I found out is that Josh is the hardest working madman in the world, and I respect him for that. I probably work too. I'm either going to just croak from not sleeping enough, or we're gonna do this thing, right? Those are I feel like those are the two options. We're gonna make this work, or we had a good run.
There is another option where you just sleep a little more, but we won't go down that road. Well, hey, we don't have to go there.
I've figured out, as long as I get 3.5 hours, I'm good. Nope. If I get 4, I'm wrecked. So it's either got to be 5 or 3.5, and then I'm golden.
There is something to be said about your sleep cycles and waking up at the right time. 3.5 hours is not enough sleep. I don't care who you are. That's not enough.
At 3:20 this morning, I woke up and thought I had overslept because I felt so good and realized I had 10 minutes before my alarm went off. So I was like...
That's my least favorite thing on earth, because it's like, what do you do with that time? Like, you're not ready to get out of bed, but you can't really fall back asleep. That's the worst.
Plumber says if he gets 4, his mind says, hey, I have time to do another podcast. So, no, guys, I love it. I love it. Honestly, like, some people like to relax, right? Like, just this is relaxing for me. Like, I love creating. It's so good. Like, it's honestly so good for my mental health to be creating and constantly thinking of new ways to improve and hopefully add more value to the people that are listening, to you guys. I mean, that's what this is all about for me. It's like, you know, and I do want to talk about this. I had the one of the most recent reviews, like it was from somebody that was very active in the community, and so it kind of cut me deep, because I was like, man, I'm like killing myself trying to put out quality content. So that's my goal. And then the stuff that was said, I was like, oh man, like, this is like, of course I'm gonna, like, you've got to be able to, you got to have a thick skin, right? You got to be able to, like I said, roll with the punches, that kind of stuff. But like, I take everything to heart, because I'm like, okay, how can I improve? What can I take from this that will help better me, right? And that will help better the content. And so, you know, it was, and even, I mean, I've had other people close to me like just call me out. I mentioned it not too long ago, how somebody called me out and said my stream was garbage, right? And so I was like, okay, gotta step it up. And we've added a bunch of production value and things like that. Like I'm always going to try to improve. But like to give you guys, and I don't know if the person is still even listening that gave that review, but like it talked about how that the show was a snooze fest because I was just doing news and then talking about the games that were coming out and the games that were on sale. And so my thinking behind all of that is like, I just want to be able to save you guys time, that you can find out what's going on with Nintendo without having to open up a blog post. So if you've got a long commute and you can listen and get the news you need, then you're not having to do that at home and take away from your family time or your gaming time, you know, that kind of stuff. And so I'm going to continue doing that, but we're going to continue spicing things up and constantly changing and constantly trying to just make it better. We're never going to please everybody. I know that, and that's not the goal. But the goal is to get for me to create the best content I can. Period. Right? And I know with Eric here, that's going to improve. I know that's going to improve, because we've been joking and talking about video games for like 15 years.
15 years, maybe maybe longer now. Yeah.
So, I mean, literally it was games that brought us together. We met in Rainbow Six, and because his name was I Hate My Life, I was like, "Are you okay, bud? You all right?"
Exactly.
You all right?
Exactly. And so that's kind of, you know, we've been doing this long before it was recorded and anyone listened to it. Because we'd be gaming and you talk strategies occasionally and like, oh, there's a guy over there, but so much of that is not like, okay, move left. Like, it's just, how's your day going? How's the family? Like, what did you see that new trailer for Gears of War? Like, did you see the music they used, the Tears for Fears music?
Oh, yes.
That's crazy. Like, you know, we spent hours just gushing about that trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so yeah, I mean, I'm excited to be back. I really enjoyed the community. I enjoyed talking to you about video games. I enjoy making people laugh. I hope everyone has a good time. Yeah. I act like I'm really mad a lot of the times, and it's because I am that angry all the time. It's not an act.
Whatever, Grandpa. Go put your dentures in and be quiet. So, but and this is we'll end on this. But this is what's so crazy is that Eric and I met because of Xbox Live, right? From playing Rainbow Six, and all of a sudden we like became part of this small community of like, you know, there was just these different members, and we ended up playing all the time together, you know, and so which
every
was
night.
part of the reason that he loves the voice chat feature in, you know, on the Xbox. And hey, there is a new controller coming out, but you have to plug it into your Switch. You can talk, you can plug a headset into it. But
I did see that.
Yeah, I thought of you as soon as I saw it.
I did see that. We're making progress.
But if the Switch hadn't released or hadn't really done well, there's a good chance that a lot of us wouldn't even know each other, right? Like that's what's it's crazy for me to look back and go, you know, a little over 2 years ago, Nintendo releases a new console and it's doing so well that people are coming back to gaming, that people are coming back to Nintendo, and they, you know, they want to find content, they want to find communities, and here we are. And like, I'm honestly just ecstatic over the fact that like I have so many friends to talk about games with, right? And that's honestly what I consider all of you guys. Whether you're listening to this in your car, or you're working out, or you're here with us live on Twitch, or you're watching it on YouTube, however you consume it, like I just consider you guys friends, and this is it's, man, I just love it. I love it. So
yeah,
really cool.
Sure.
So thank you guys for sticking with us for 200 episodes. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going, and this year's gonna be crazy. What is E3 gonna bring? Well, we're gonna talk about all that stuff. So, again, just a big thank you to all of you for, you know, listening and showing up in streams and watching YouTube videos and commenting and being a part of the subreddit and just everything, guys, everywhere. The Facebook group, the Facebook page, Snapchat, everything. Like, I love interacting with you guys. So thank you so much. I mean that. So, hey, you know what? We should wrap this thing up. Hey. Hate Zero, our hero, where can people find you?
Oh, you'll find me on Twitter. You'll find me in Discord. You'll find me on Xbox Live. You'll find me on the Switch. Everything's Hate Zero. Hit me up. I won't bite. Not too hard. So
not until the Invisalign comes out.
If you see me on the street, offer me a Perrier and I'll be extremely nice. Everyone will be happy. It's a win-win.
I feel like I'm gonna need to make you a Perrier shirt at this
I'd love
point.
it.
Like team Zero, Team Hate with Perrier on the. I think that's what's gonna have to happen.
That's brilliant. It's perfect.
That's all you need, right? That's it.
That's all I need.
That's it. All right, cool. Guys, if you want to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, all the stuff, it's N64Josh. And thank you guys, everybody that does. I really, really appreciate it. Love chatting with you guys day in and day out. It's a lot of fun. You want to follow this show, it's at NPowerCast on Twitter. The show notes for this episode, n64josh.com/NPC200. Okay, remember, leave a comment if you weren't here live, and everybody that comments, I'm going to let's see, I'm gonna wait until the next episode comes out. So you have until Monday to leave a comment. After that, I'm going to pick a winner, and I will contact you. If you leave a comment, your email is visible to me, and I'll just shoot you an email with the code. Okay, so leave a comment at n64josh.com/NPC200. Okay, if you want to email the show, questions, comments, npc@n64josh.com. If you'd like to get yourself a free book from Audible, go to audibletrial.com/NPC. The chair I'm sitting from OPC. Go to n64josh.com/OPC. Do automatically save $10 at checkout. Join the Discord. We'd love to have you. n64josh.com/Discord. We have a Facebook group. Finally broke 100 people there. Shout out to you guys on Facebook. n64josh.com/Facebook group is where you can find that. And lastly, guys, if you could rate and review on iTunes, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. If you're enjoying the content, the 5-star reviews help so much. It keeps us in the top 200 in games and hobbies, and who knows, maybe even further. So they really help a lot. So thank you so much for that. And Eric, welcome back.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Right on. Guys in chat, we love you. Stick around. We're going to do one more giveaway. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye now.